speak about the employee mindset towards an investor mindset. In this video, I'm going to explain you how to change your employee mindset and to become an investor. Most probably, how to set up your own business. I'm going to teach you in this entire video. So I want you guys to watch out through the entire live, maybe 30 to 40 minutes. Maybe that might be the time I am planning to explain the entire stuffs in this particular live session. So until now, if you have not subscribed the channel Commerce with Mac, go and subscribe the channel Commerce with Mac. Commerce with Mac YouTube channel is a YouTube channel aiming to teach, guide students to become more professional and increase their knowledge in career guidance, as well as to get good jobs in job market. But in this video, I'm not going to talk about the job market or about jobs, how do you get jobs. Here I'm going to speak about how do you think as an investor rather than being an employee. So when you work as an employee in a firm, when we after our higher studies we start our employee category lifestyle. So when we live a lifestyle of employee, it's very hard for us to come out of that point and start up our own. So in this entire live, I'm going to explain you how you can come out of that particular employee stream and start up your own. For example, you take me. I started my business 4 years back. So when I was starting the business, I was just an employee in a company. Rather than being an employee, I started my business along with being an employee. So that's how I built a great business. So business is an asset, it's a brand you need to create. So how do we create it? So now when I say employee mindset, I'm speaking about people's rat race. People earn an income, they spend it, and then earn an income, they spend it. So when you become an employee, by end of the every month, you should be always relying on your company's salary crediting date. So if you are coming out of that mindset and if you are starting up your own organization, you don't want to worry about the income. So I'm going to teach you how do you make a passive income out of this entire video. So now if you when you are going to school, most of your teachers might say that if you study this much, you can become a good employee on this company, maybe Hemas, Brandix, they might give good multinational companies. But I'm saying that the system what had taught for me and for you is completely different. It's not like that, guys. When you start up your own company, then you will learn things much better than being an employee under someone. So here in this live, you need to learn how to start up your own thing. So come out of the mindset of being an employee first of all, then think about how do I become an investor, how do I make my own business. So apart from rat race, I want to speak something else, like these employees resign from the company. If you have resigned your job, or if you're planning to resign your job, then you need to think twice always, because you need to always have a stable income. This is what people always worry. There's something they say, this job is permanent, that job is permanent, and they'll say if you study you will get this job in this particular place. So don't worry about those terms, those are all lies. There's nothing permanent in this world, there's nothing permanent as jobs. Because when your manager doesn't like you and your performance is not good, he's going to kick you out anytime he wanted. So there's nothing called permanent. So remove that particular mindset from your mind, then we can start thinking of how to become an investor. So after coming, when you are in a company, if you have a stable income, maybe 50,000 or 100,000 you are earning every month, from that income you need to save some sort of amount to start your brand asset. So that's what every businessman should start doing it when they are in a young age. By 18 to 25, you should do a lot of mistakes. You should learn by being in many companies as much as possible to get the knowledge and the skills you wanted to start your own. But without starting your own, you cannot become the person you wanted to be. So what you need to do is, like, you need to start up at a small age from small firms or move on to a big firm. My always advice is always start from a small firm, so you will learn operations, marketing, management, everything in one particular firm, that rather than going for a big firm and learning a small particular system. For example, if you go for KPMG, or if you take big organizations, they have, like, if you've been hired for account, you do only accountant. But if you work in a small firm, you'll learn about the operations, you'll learn about the marketing, you'll learn about the finance. So the exposure of knowledge which you get when you start your career is always great. So 18 to 25 is the age to learn. Then after that, what you need to do is what we are going to speak now. The second type of people where I'm going to talk is about self-employees, because employees, when we are working in employees, we need to start up our own. So that is what we say, self-employment. How do we start up our own things? You might know, you might be good in something, maybe I'm good in speaking, I'm good in teaching, so I started self-employment where I started to teach my students, and from that I made a basement. So that is self-employment. So you might also be good in something, so find that something which you're good in. Maybe if you're good in selling things on online, maybe you're good in advising people, so start something on online at free cost. First of all, don't charge them. Then once you make a name, charge them. Then that becomes the self-employment. So an employee first should come out of the mindset of this rat race, thinking that everything is permanent. Nothing is permanent. So you should move on to the second category, which is the self-employment category. So when you are working, you will have this mindset that I am good in doing everything. So you should also teach people whom you can make the work, give the work and get the work done from them. So when you can give the work for them and get the work from them, you can move on to the third pattern of work, which is what we say it as big businesses. Now when I say from employment to big businesses, you have middle self-employment, then being a big in business owner, then only you will be able to move on to the investing category. So now, how do I come out of this employee's mindset first of all and start up my own business? That's something you need to know. Develop a system. If you wanted to start up your own company, like what type of system you need, it depends on the passion you are good at. For example, for education, we have our own system. In my platform, I have my own system where students register, they get enrolled, everything is completely automated. So when they get these chances of learning the things very faster, and everything is accessible for students as well as the teachers, things are getting smooth day by day. So making a system is the hardest thing when you are an employee. So being an employee, first you need to get your salary, maybe 50,000 or something. From that, save some money, maybe 10,000 every month, and start investing in your dreams. Because now you can take me, I have not worked for 4 years in a company. For the past 4 years, I have no permanent job. So people ask me, how do I make a living without a job? How do I earn a lot? How do I make even today, like spending my time, I'm speaking to you all because I have my own brand worth of business, which is the hardest thing. So developing your own face of business is not an easy task. So when you develop your own brand, you will go through a lot of difficulties, like managing the time, spending times with your family members, then also spending time with your colleagues. These might be sacrifices you need to make, because by 20s to 30s, if you work hard, then of course by 30 above you can rest and start earning a lot of passive income. So this mindset of leaving out of the job and we can make greater things is something which you need to do. And always love to do what you really love to do. Most probably we say it as passion. So if you like to speak in front of a camera, maybe it can be YouTube video, maybe it can be TikTok, Instagram, whatever it is, try it. Don't just say one day I should start doing it, one day I should make it a big big effort I should put, and I should make it in a very advanced manner. One day I should start buying a camera. Don't rely on one day. Dreams are going to be dreams if you do not put your effort to get that dream to be done. So what you need to do is this attitude mindset of changing the entire mindset is very important to become a investor. So now the third thing which the thing which you need to remember, one more particular thing which I want to say, that you need to make a network of people whom you can trust. Now for example, my network is my audience. It can be my Commerce with Mac YouTube channel, Commerce with Mac Facebook, or my network which I have made between my institute, and I have a lot of audience base around that. So that network is important. Getting more contacts is one of the important thing which you need to do at the age of 20 to 30. So good contacts can make your business more grow. So if you start any businesses, you need to remember one thing: you can start cheap. Today Facebook is there, you can open up your own page, then put your own brand name from using Canva or some sort of app, and then start posting the videos which you wanted to and sell. And when you do this at a face every time in a consistent basis, you will see a big upgrade. But what you need to know is, like, if you are coming from the employment side and starting your own business, you need to have something called the system, which I always said. So these big business owners always have a good business because they have their system. You take McDonald's, you take KFC, you take these organizations like Amazon, they have their own system. Even Nas Daily is a person who was speaking in Facebook, but then he bought many new people into his platform, and he taught what he knows. So today he has new faces working under him. So when you make your own system, people will not leave you. So making the system is the only way to earn a higher income within a short span of time. Now if you take for example, when building a system, it took not much long time for me. I purchased the domain, then I purchased I hired a web developer, then I said my ideas to that person, so that person started to develop my ideas. Your ideas depends on your ability of thinking. So you need to read good books can give you good ideas. So start reading. By starting to read good books, I got a lot of ideas, and from those ideas I made a system where it was so accessible for the students as well as for the teachers as well as for the administration. So when we have made an entire system, today you don't want to work and the system will work for you. So now being an employee to being an investor is a long pathway you need to do. So reading good books is also going to make you change. For example, nothing will come so fast. Some people think that quick money will make you more rich. Some people think that quick money can make you towards the leading goals. Nothing will come quick. You need to have that mindset. Everything will come with patience. For that, you need to get yourself educated on the field which you are good at. Skills, improve your skills as much as possible. Then as I said, you need to create a network, create your discipline mindset, read a lot of good books, and keep your health as much as healthy foods, and keep yourself as much as healthy, and then do a lot of exercise. So these things if you just follow on your day-to-day lifestyle, of course you can't go wrong, you can't mistake, you will always upgrade yourself in doing what you really wanted. So now, as I said, so from being an employee you can become an investor only if you follow these few things. But remember one more thing I want to say: starting is not hard. If you take an effort to start anything, you can always achieve the thing what you wanted, but you need to have something called persistence. So there's a person called Sayyid Abdullah saying, bro, yes, how can I help you? So in this video, you can ask me in this live any questions related to your firm. How do we develop a business? What ways we can achieve the dreams we wanted? How do we follow our passion? What are the ways we need to come out of these employee companies? Now when I worked in big companies, multinational companies, like they give good salaries, so you will have always a fear, will I lose my income? If I lose my income, what would happen to my family? This is the biggest tragedy of all employees today's world. And you know guys, trust me, 99% of the income is earned by 1% of people around this world. Those are known as the investors. So investors, what do? They used to control almost 99% of people around the globe, because they want to keep most of the time people in their control. So that's the hardest part. If you take like if I show you, these are the books which can change your actual lifestyle. Now here you can see these books. The one thing, this actually changed a lot the way we think. So most of the time, the one thing, yeah, call me bro. Okay, so now this is another book which I always will prefer. If you have a time, just download this book in the site called Library Z, and you can read this book, the one thing which will make your life change. So we can speak a lot about being from an employee perspective to an investor's perspective. But what you need to know is about putting your effort and then working hard for it is not that easy. So life is not going to be easy when you start your career, when you start your passion. People are always going to say, this is a bullshit, you are wasting your time. If you have studied this much, why are doing this? Remember guys, when you don't take risk, when you stay at the same place, you're going to stay at the same place. So take risk, take new things. Don't worry about what people are caring about you. Don't worry people are not giving a damn about you. Don't worry people are not even responding to you. Just believe in yourself. believe in yourself. So that's the hardest thing. So once you believe in yourself, when you are working towards the goal you want, when you are bloody serious on what you are doing, then people will think, okay, this person is putting a lot of effort to this particular dream he wanted to. So we also will help. When you are doing it, they will always say that it's not possible, it's very hard to do that. But once you achieve it, they will always come with a mindset and say, how did you do this? We never expected. Can you also say? And they will say, see this person, he has been with much luck, he has got this everything. So nothing comes with luck, it's all about the effort. So now when I yeah, so hi, Kim Pudong. I don't know how I pronounce. Is it wrong or right? So yeah, hi from Vietnam. Hi, Kim. Today we are speaking about being an investor. I hope you are also being a employee and you have been a business. If you all also have any business on your own, comment under the comment section, so we will also get an idea. This live is an interaction between my audience and to create a bond between them. And I'm giving them tips today how to make their business much wealthier and how they become successful. Now if you take my business today, I'm making 6 digits numbers, but to do that I'm working full time with the business, and also I'm always giving my new ideas to the team. But then creating a system is not that easy. Once you make and create a system, of course you can become very successful as you want. So the second book which we want to speak today is about this. It's Brian Tracy's book, which I want to show you. It's one of the best book about master your time, master your life. So if you can master your time, if you can master your life, then of course how good you can become of getting the things what you need to do. People doesn't know the value of time. That's the reason they end up of spoiling their time. By 30s or 40s they think, I should have done this, I should have done that. So that gives them a very bad mindset after living a great number of decades. By 60s you can't think. For your young generation you can't say the valuable thing is time. So for that, if you have time, download this book online, Brian Tracy's Master Your Time, Master Your Life. This will achieve change your life perspective, the way you become an employee. So now if you are an employee, what I'm trying to say is, come out of this mindset, start applying your dreams by investing in your dreams. Now when I started my business, I didn't give my full time to my business. What I did was, I took some savings of the money which I earned, and I put 20% out of that to my business. So every time I put 20%, 30%, 40%, the business started to increase its own worth. And by end of a year I felt like I should now quit my employment and focus only in my business. Remember guys, when you start up your business, initially it's going to be very hard. You need to as I said, you need to sacrifice a lot. But then after you make up a business pattern, you will learn a lot of things like risk. You should be always optimistic. You should not be pessimistic when you start up a business. You should always bring a confidence on you. Everyone can become a businessman, but everyone cannot become a person who can be an opportunity seeker, who is an innovator. So everyone cannot be an entrepreneur. Everyone can be a businessman. You can copy someone's, maybe if I'm selling this toy, you can produce this toy and you can sell it. But this is not I'm trying to say. If you are going to be a entrepreneur, you need to you might have new ideas which others have not thought. So if you are giving up on your ideas that soon, then of course you can't become as an investor. Then the third book which I want to speak about, the autobiography of Richard Branson. You guys can see here. So this is one of the best book which I recommend you all. If you all have time, please read this. This is Screw It, Let's Do It. So this book is about this person, Richard Branson, how he became successful in a small age. He started it very young, how much risk he has taken in his life. Everything is explained very detailedly in this book. So you have read this book, means comment it on the comment section. That might help us to speak more about. So if you are not subscribed Commerce with Mac, go subscribe the channel. Then whenever I put a live about good things which I am speaking, you will always get an update. So as I said, investors, they don't work, they get money without working. They always invest in profitable projects. Sometimes they might go through losses as well, but then they have this network they have created from small age to now. Once they make a big network, they won't fall easily that fast. So I want to suggest you another book which my favorite is about, yeah, this person. When I say Steve Jobs, you can speak a lot of things about this person. This autobiography will actually change the mindset which you are thinking, the way you are working in a company. This person was pissed off with his working employment time, so he said that it's better to think different. He says that stay foolish, stay hungry. So if you wanted to be foolish and be hungry, then of course you need to seek out new ideas. By doing the same thing every day, doing the same thing every day, you can't become a new person as you wanted to be. So you should always try to be a very new person. Means you should bring out new ideas, new efforts you need to put, new risks you need to take. Without doing all these things, you can never ever be successful. And as I wanted to always say you guys, uh, why I left my job, because that doesn't give you satisfaction. Don't do something which doesn't give you the energy and the satisfaction you need. So always do a job which will give you the energy and the spiritual happiness which will make your life much greater way. So in this video I'm speaking about all the things which is related to self-employment to being an investor. And then there's another book which I wanted to show you. Yeah. So this is one of the oldest writer. You can see his person, Dale Carnegie. This person has given a book, How to Develop Self-Confidence and Influence by Public Speaking. So if you have the speaking fear, actually you can start reading this book. This will actually take out that fear you need. Yeah. And then there's a lot of things which I want to speak on this video, but then yeah, there's one more particular part which we also need to understand, that it doesn't matter whatever you do. If you really like what you're doing, do it. As I said, always dream big. You can see behind, dream big, you can always achieve what you wanted. But remember one thing, don't become a slave under someone who will give you a command and you will do the same thing every day. If you have a lot of opportunities to grow, work there, learn the things, start up your own. Don't give up on the things what you might start at a small age. It might be successful, it might not be successful, but give it a try. Every time you give it a try, you master yourself. So you can take any person who has succeeded in life. They didn't succeed on the first attempt, they succeeded so many times. It can be Thomas Alva Edison, it can be Ray Kroc, the guy who owned McDonald's. They didn't succeed in one day. It took years for them, but they just work hard for that. If you work hard, then of course you will reach the point you wanted to. But you need to work hard to that point to become successful. So one more thing I wanted to show you today before we end up this video. Yeah, this is the final book which I wanted to suggest you. This is the mindset of people. Here in this book you will be learning something called conscious memory power and subconscious memory power. How do you think, and what are the ways you can make your actual thinking capacity a different way. So Think and Grow Rich is going to be an awesome book if you really love to, if you have time. It's 100 years old book. This book was printed recently, but then this content is 100 years old. This is written by the greatest author, Napoleon Hill. If you all have time, read this book. It's a must read book. I will say for all my students, if you have time, read this book, because this will actually change the mindset. You are working in a company now. If you are working for someone and working so hard and you get a small paycheck, imagine why the companies are hiring you and keeping under them. They always hire and keep employees under them because they wanted to get more people into their, they wanted to get the work done from giving you minus a small penny of amount, and then they take the entire amount, this company. So what you need to do is like think, how do we come out of this? How do we start my own firm? And if I start my own firm, will I be in problem? Of course. How much adequate capital I need to start? So budgeting is something which you need to do when you have watched this live. If you have time, budget yourself, budget your day, budget your entire month. So then say, okay, this is my expense and this is my savings which I'm going to make from this month onwards. Have targets, guys. you don't target, you don't achieve what you really wanted to. So Think and Grow Rich says that how to use your time valuably and how do we make the things in a better scale manner. So I think this video of explanation from being self-employed to being an investor is not that hard, but you need to put a lot of effort and work hard for it. So if you I will be coming again on next week live on the same time, 6:30 p.m. Sri Lanka. Every Friday I have planned to come on live and speak to you all. And if you all need any contents, anything which you feel like I need to speak on the important topics, you can suggest and comment under the comment section, so I can come on live and explain the things what you wanted, and make you guys more happy on the things you wanted to learn. So if you are not followed Commerce with Mac YouTube channel, Commerce with Mac YouTube channel educates people, students in career guidance, getting a job opportunity, and also looking back about Cambridge Edexcel, O levels and A levels. I used to teach them at complete free cost. So if you all like this video, if you come live or if you see this video, please do not like and comment under the comment section. Have a nice day, guys. We'll come up with a new live with a new term and new things to speak. On next week video, I have planned to speak some sort of content which is very important. If you all need any content, anyone who is asking under comment section, I will speak about those problems on the next topic. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day.